breaking news out of Kazakhstan. Shavkat Rakhmonov's wife and their 3-year-old son were in a terrible car accident. The car flipped, and tragically, 2 women, friends of Shavkat's wife, lost their lives. His wife and son did survive, but they were badly hurt and had to be rushed to the hospital. They're now stable, thankfully, but seriously injured. That's all we know for now. We'll keep you posted when we hear more. Switching gears, Khalil Roundtree dropped a bomb on the Joe Rogan Experience, revealing why the UFC scrapped the new glove design. He said the big issue was the logos not sticking to the gloves. He said, the main thing was because of the leather, the logos just wouldn't stay on. They kept peeling off. We tried everything, hundreds of different methods to get that UFC logo to stick through sparring, real use, rubbing it on the cage. Nothing worked. He added, you know, leather nowadays isn't like it used to be. If I had a pair of leather shoes from 1970, the leather's different. It's treated differently. Something about how it's processed now, it just didn't work. And he made one thing clear. It had nothing to do with knockouts. It's not like, oh, let's change gloves to get more knockouts. No, it was about fighter safety. That peeling logo could get in someone's eye. It looked bad too. Championship fights, hands raised, and no UFC logo on the glove? That's not professional. Now let's talk about Ben Askren. He just posted a powerful moment on Instagram. He's easing back into working out after undergoing a double lung transplant. That's huge. He captioned the clip with, "Don't talk about it, be about it." This weekend, John Jones ran into Adlan Amagov. Now, if you don't know, Amagov is actually the only man to ever drop John in sparring.
Oh. Are you remember this guy? Yes, Adlan.
Amagov. KO. Me. Very true story. Spinning back kick. Upper. Me down. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Sometimes it happens. Next time.
Carlos Conde?
Carlos Conde, yes, yes. Carlos Conde, me, Carlos, one day, Adlan, 2 people.
Chechnya, Moscow. I love all you guys. Adlan's the only man. He's the only man.
Relax. It's 2-0.
Some big title fight news. Cory Sandhagen is going to challenge Merab Dvalishvili for the bantamweight title at UFC 320. Cory spoke to MMAfighting.com and said, "I'm not buying into the hype. I'm not falling for the idea that Merab's some cardio freak who's unbeatable. I plan to beat him. I plan to wear that gold around my waist." He continued, "When we get tired in a fight, we slow down. We make worse decisions. Merab pulls people into that space. He makes you fight tired. But even before that, his style keeps your mind working. It's mentally exhausting. But that's also how I fight, always keeping my opponent reacting. Merab's good at that too. He's not just about cardio. He's engaged, focused. He keeps the pressure up for 25 minutes, dragging people into deep waters. That's tough. But that's what I do to guys too. I've been training for that. And I know the key is I have to lead the dance. I have to keep the pace mentally and physically. Everybody gets tired. What matters is whether my brain can still handle Merab when I'm tired. That's the key. Technically, he's a beast, amazing wrestler, and now he's dangerous with submissions too. But beyond that, I don't see him as this scary guy. I just need to defend the takedowns, be ready for submissions, and keep leading." He also reflected on his past mistake against Umar Nurmagomedov. He said, "Against Umar, I ran too much from the wrestling exchanges. That backfired. I couldn't do my usual game. I've learned from that. Against a top grappler, you can't avoid it. You've got to accept the fight on their terms. And once you do that, it actually gets easier. I think I'm going to surprise a lot of people when I fight Merab. I'm excited." Now, after beating Robert Whittaker in a close split decision, Rainier de Ridder says he's ready to go for the middleweight title. RDR just made his UFC debut less than a year ago, and he's already cracked the top 5. Arman...
Oh man, and most importantly, fighting a legend like Rob. And I just said this, but I think I fought the best Rob I've seen in years. This guy is so fast, tough, did so well. Really had to dig deep to get the win this time. Yeah, it seems like it, huh? Seems like it. So 4 fights, almost 4 finishes. So yeah, it's been a crazy year so far, and I think I might be able to get one more in before the year's over. I'm a top 5 fighter in the world. That's a crazy thing to be able to say. We'll see where everything lands in the division for the next couple of months, but I'm ready to challenge for a title.
Arman Tsarukyan didn't hold back on the Overdogs podcast. He threw out a challenge to Ilia Topuria, $500,000 each, winner takes all. That's bold. He also reacted to the idea of Paddy Pimblett getting a lightweight title shot. Arman called it crazy. After his
Like, I can put the bets. I can put like a $500,000 if he beat me. If I beat him, he's gonna give me $500,000. So I can put it that.
Okay, so he's willing to make a handshake bet.
If he wants to make that, so I'm down, and we can shake hands, fight. If I lose, I'll give him $500,000. Yeah, we can. If he wants, we can make that bet. So if he believes himself like 100%, he's gonna say yes, for sure. No. You gotta delete him from the rankings. Even he's not even deserved to be in top 10. He beat the guy. He beat last 3 guys. It was Chandler. He had 3 losses. It was Bobby Green. He had 3-4 losses. It was Tony Ferguson. He had 8 losses. That's crazy. And like, you wanna bring that guy to fight for the title? Is just I don't know. You shouldn't even mention his name. You know, he doesn't deserve even mention the name.
win over Marcus McGee, Petr Yan made it clear. He's not interested in fighting Umar Nurmagomedov. He wants a title shot. He said, "I was offered Umar in Baku. I accepted, they didn't. Then I asked for July. They couldn't make it either. Right now my focus is only on the belt." He added, "I'd prefer a rematch with Merab. See what I can do when I'm healthy. But Cory's great too. I had a good fight with him. I think Cory and Merab will have a good fight. But I just believe Merab's pressure will wear him down. Cory's going to fade. And hey, if you've seen Conor McGregor lately, he's rocking a new look. He's going full Chuck Liddell mode." Dan Hooker's furious with the UFC. He traveled all the way to Las Vegas to watch Kai Kara France fight for the flyweight title at UFC 317, only for the UFC to cancel his tickets. He told Submission Radio, "They tried to get me up at 7:30 a.m. for some UFC thing, which is 3 a.m. in New Zealand. I didn't go out that night, had an early night. But I'm not getting out of bed at 3 in the morning for anything. I slept in, didn't go to the UFC thing, so what do? They cancel my tickets to Kai's fight. I traveled halfway across the world to support my teammate, and they cancel my tickets because I didn't go to one meeting. Come on," he added. "I would have fought injured for the company, but someone at the desk just crossed my name off the list. That's disrespectful. You work in an office, brother. I go in there and fight for real. You'd think there'd be some respect for what we put on the line. Blood, sweat, tears, all for this company. I thought there'd be more respect, but I get it now. Business is business. So fine, we fight on my terms. I'm not breaking my back for a company that doesn't respect me." Meanwhile, Tom Aspinall doesn't seem to be impressed with Michael Chandler's fighting style. He said Chandler wastes too much energy early in fights, and he's surprised Chandler hasn't changed, considering how experienced.
I mean, I don't want to slag him off, but it's some like bad fight IQ.
No, that's what we said going into it, lad. Obviously, he's explosive, he's fast, but his fight IQ is not good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because he was like going there, picking you right up off the floor, which gets a bit of a scream off the crowd, slamming you, and you were going,
yeah, and get
straight back up. I'm like, you could have saved half the energy and been on top. You know, it's weird because he's obviously like a really fit guy, but if you do a sprint for 5 minutes, no one's going to get fit, are they? That's what he does. He just goes out there, he throws from like here, swinging. Everything he does is picking up full blast. It's just, it's mad for someone who has that many fights. I'm just surprised.
He is. Michael Chandler clapped back at Aspinall on Threads. He posted, "Didn't that big goober say this like 3 years ago?" Then added, "He waited as long for John as I did for Conor, after criticizing me for waiting for Conor. Cool. That's it for now. Thanks for watching."